Welcome everybody! Today we are in Den Haag, in Park Leeuwenberg, with the trainer here, Scott, and with Nivel. And we're going to do who takes the middle. Me! Vamos! Who is going to take the middle? I think it's very important to know who's going to take the middle, because I feel like a lot of people think that the forehand always has the preference. But is the forehand the true rule of who takes the middle? You're going to find out in this video. Vamos. Goed bra.
Vamos!
We're going to describe the defensive part, the offensive part, and the thing in between. So basically everything in just one video. We start with defense, yes. When you are defending, who is going to take the middle? Well, you can decide if the ball's coming cross to the middle, then it's easier if the one across takes the one in the middle. Because when the ball hits the glass, it's coming towards the one in the cross, not the one over there. Scott, what are you doing?
Sorry,
That is my ball! Vamos!
Goed,
Goed bra.
goed bra.
Goed bra. Also, one of the most important things to discuss is you, me. Communicate with each other. Who is going to take the ball? You have to say me, you, or otherwise it's going to be complicated. And try to call it that very, very early on, so everybody knows what's going to happen. You can also decide with your partner that, oh, I'm always going to take the middle. You have to go away. I'm going to take the middle. You can do that. So if that makes you feel comfortable, you can do that. But I highly recommend to follow my rules. If your partner gets most of the balls, you can help him out.
Help!
Yeah, so if Miguel's in trouble, I can help him out and go a little bit to him to play the ball. Otherwise he gets stressed and he might lose the point.
Yes.
Yes. Very stressed person, Miguel.
Very stressed.
The least stressed person in Holland.
Yeah. Als hij die hoek is. Als hij die hoek is. Help, help, help! Help! Mimi! Thank you, sir.
You can also decide forehand or backhand. So if I am very comfortable by my forehand, I can say, hey, my forehand is pretty good. I'm going to take the ball. But if my friend says, well, my backhand is pretty good, what are you gonna do? So it's a rule, but it's not a golden rule. If there is a big difference, so if my forehand is that much better than my partner's backhand, I'm going to take the ball. But I think at the net, that's more effective than if you're at the back. It's also important to know with which player you're going to play with. So if I want to pressure Scott, maybe if Miguel's on the right, he should go and aim to Scott. And when I'm on the left, I cannot hurt Scott that much, so I'm more likely to play cross courts. So if the ball's in the middle, it would be better that Miguel takes the ball, so I can stay at the same position and Miguel as well. If I'm going to take the forehand volley in the middle when I'm on the left, I have to move all the way there, and Miguel has to move all the way there, and then it's complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Complicated. Also, as defender, you can decide who is the better defender. Sometimes you're playing with a partner and you are a better attacker and your partner is a better defender, or the other way around. So maybe you say, when we are at the net, I'm going to take the ball, and when I'm at the back, my partner is going to take the ball because he's way better in defending, but I'm better in attacking. So that's how you can decide who takes the middle as well. You can also play because you want to get the ball. So if you take the middle and you open the court on purpose wrongly, then you get the ball back. So if you're in the fridge, it's a good way to get out of the fridge to take more of the court. And it doesn't matter if you're on the right or on the left. At the net, you can apply all the rules that we already did for the defense to at the net. At the net, there is more chance that you get the ball back earlier. So it's even more important to have these rules at the net. Also, a technical tip, even though you're not going to get the ball, both prepare your racket. Because if the ball goes through the racket or past the racket, then you might get the ball or your partner. It also really depends on where you are moving towards. So if I am moving towards the left, it is very important that Miguel takes the net position if he's on the right. So you both cover the middle. So let's say I play on the left, I play straight, then I'm going to defend my backhand side on the left, and Miguel has to go to the left to take the middle of the court. So it depends on where the ball is. Basically, you want to defend down the fence, he takes the middle. Vamos. Vamos, Scott. It's also important how you feel in the match. How are you feeling? Are you okay? If I feel super confident and my partner is not feeling so confident, I might need to get some more balls. When the ball is high, then the forehand has preference. So when it's a lob, I prefer to play the bandeja and not play a backhandeja. Let me know in the comments below if that's correct to you. So when you're playing on the left and you're both right-handed, that's why the left court, the left player has a bigger court. Because the right side player has a backhand here and the player on the left has a forehand. So that's why you should play Australian formation if you are left-handed. For the balls in the center. Because if you are a very good player and you watch all of my videos, you're going to win all of your matches because you're going to lob in the middle. If there is a left-hander and a right-hander, then you can decide who has the better overhead, who has the most reach, or who are you going to attack. Because with the bandeja or the smash, it is much easier to decide where you are going to play against. So maybe if you're putting one player in the fridge, so you play against the weakest player. And if the weakest player is across of you, then the player across should get the ball. So if your opponent is across of you, you are second post, and the player in front of them is first post. If the player is in trouble, then it might be better that the player in front of the opponent is going to get the middle, because he's closer to the net and he can play pressure down. Vamos! Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you have any questions regarding to this subject, let us know in the comments below and we'll answer all your questions. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Miguel, for this video. Thank you all for watching. Hasta luego. Ciao. Adios.
Connect, brother.
Handel.